Hare Krishna, dear friends. This is again another episode of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the daily Bhagavatam mirror. And we are starting the session again with a short Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Narang Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udhirayat Nashta Prayeshva Bhatreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavat Yutama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So today we are reading from the 11th canto, text number 15 of the 8th chapter, called The Story of Pingala. So please be attentive. A greedy, or first the Sanskrit, Nadeyang Nopabhogyang cha lubdayattuka sanchitam bhungte tata pitachanyo Madhuhivartavin Madhu. A greedy person accumulates a large quantity of money with great struggle and pain, but the person who has struggled so much to acquire this wealth is not always allowed to enjoy it himself or give it in charity to others. The greedy man is like the bee who struggles to produce a large quantity of honey, which is then stolen by a man who will enjoy it personally or sell it to others. No matter how carefully one hides his hard-earned wealth or tries to protect it, there are those who are expert in detecting the whereabouts of valuable things, and they will steal it. So, and now the purport, very interesting purport. One may argue that a wealthy man may conceal his money so expertly by investing it in banks, stocks, properties and so on, that there is no danger of theft. Only foolish people actually hide money by burying it into the ground or placing it under a mattress. But despite the fact that the majority of the world's wealth has been accumulated in highly developed capitalistic countries, these countries are being severely challenged by many enemies who threaten at any moment to overrun the capitalists and steal their wealth. Similarly, we often find that the children of wealthy people are kidnapped, and then their parents must pay huge ransoms. Sometimes the parents themselves may also be kidnapped. Furthermore, there are so-called investment counselors who are expert in stealing the money of rich people, and in the modern age governments have also become expert in stealing money by taxation. Thus, the word artavit indicates one who by hook or by crook is expert in stealing the hard-earned wealth of other people. The bees work frantically to produce honey, but they will not enjoy the honey. As Lord Krishna states, Mrityu sarva harashchaham, I will come as death personified and steal everything. Bhagavad-gita 10.34. Somehow or other, one's hard-earned material opulence will be stolen, and therefore, as mentioned in this verse, one should not work uselessly like the foolish honeybee. Again, the verse is like this. A greedy person accumulates a large quantity of money with great struggle and pain. But the person who has struggled so much to acquire this wealth is not always allowed to enjoy it himself or give it in charity to others. The greedy man is like the bee who struggles to produce a large quantity of honey, which is then stolen by a man who will enjoy it personally or sell it to others. No matter how carefully one hides his hard-earned wealth or tries to protect it, there are those who are expert in detecting the whereabouts of valuable things, and they will steal it. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So, dear friends, this is again a very important instruction. We heard yesterday or the day before yesterday about the honeybees. One is the so-called, one is the makshika, and the other one is the Brahmara honeybee. The Brahmara honeybee is flying from flower to flower and is practically free, has a nice life, flying from flower to flower, pick up some honey and brings it to the beehive. And then there is the second one called makshika, and the makshika honeybee lives inside the beehive and is very greedy and accumulates a lot of honey, so much so that this bee is even trapped in his own honey beehive. So now we hear from the so-called man who is taking all the money from the bees. So in spite of so much collecting and accumulating, at the end the bees are not those persons who can enjoy the honey, but it is taken away by expert honey thieves, thieves, who are just taking the honey and then eating it himself, and after that sell the leftovers on the market. So this is the reality, but the bees, they are so foolish that they cannot understand this fact. And this is compared to us. We often work so hard. It is, for instance, in some other episode of the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is explained that there are men who are very, very diligent and they work day and night, and they actually earn a lot of money. But actually, all the money he brings home is spent by lavishly is the word, I think, lavishly by the wife and by the children. The wife, she wants nice dresses. The children, they want always the most expensive sport shoes from Nike or Adidas. And so at the end of the month, the man, the father, he realized, oh, again, nothing is practically left. And when he comes home after a day of hard work, he gets a little cup of rice and practically food for, let's say, €1 or so, but he has brought home hundreds of euros, but he cannot enjoy it. It is all spent by his wife and by his children. So that is one lesson we can take here. We should not work so hard for one's own sense gratification, because in fact often not much will be left over at the end. So if we want to earn a lot of money, that is of course allowed, but then we should do it for Krishna. We should work hard for Krishna and spend as much money as we can in the service for Krishna. And the most valuable thing in this age of Kali, in the age of Kali Yuga, is to spend the money in such a way that the so-called Sankirtana movement can be spread. The Sankirtan movement is the propagation of Krishna's glories all around the world in form of the holy name, that everywhere the holy name of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is heard and praised, and also the books of the glories of Krishna consciousness, they should also be spread everywhere. Every person should have at least the chance to read about Krishna, read about Srila Prabhupada's books especially, because Srila Prabhupada, his books are very potent. The philosophy of Krishna consciousness is very expertly explained in these books, and therefore his desire was that his books are distributed as far as possible. So if we want to earn a lot of money and if we want to work hard, this is legitimate, and we should do it, but not just for our own enjoyment or only for the enjoyment of our family. Of course, if we are a father or mother, we are responsible for our children, that they have everything they need. But as far as possible, we should spend our hard-earned money for a valuable purpose, where Krishna is satisfied, is pleased, and also the whole world can get some benefit. So that is one instruction we can get from this episode here of the Srimad Bhagavatam, that if you have accumulated wealth and money, we might think, yes, I can hide it, I can bury it in my garden, and nobody will know that I am actually quite wealthy, or I will hide it under my mattress. No, the real thieves, the real robbers, they have a kind of seventh sense, we say in Germany, einen siebten Sinn. They have some instinct how to find this money. They broke into a house and they have this instinct. They know where to look, and then they find it. There are people, they hide it under a flower pot. You know, there are these Blumenvase, flower pots, and you can put out the flower, and under that earth they hide, 500 euros. But the expert thieves, they know exactly there is the money, and they find it. So then there are other people, they think, I am not that foolish, I will hide the money. I don't will hide the money, but I will expertly invest it, or bring it to a bank, or bring it to invest it in, what is the word? I will, at the stock market, I will invest it, or in there's one word I have forgotten, when you buy houses or some estate, real estate is the word. I will invest it there. And so by this I'm protected by thieves. This is maybe more intelligent, but as we read here from the purport, there are experts in the bank, in these real estate offices. These counselors, they will guide you in a way that they will get a lot of the money you invest. They will get some percentage for themselves. There was once a rock band called The Doors, quite successful rock band at the end of the 1960s, and they were very, very successful, and they earned a lot of money by their selling their records and playing concerts. But they had a manager who was so tricky and expert that he practically took all their money. And because these boys from the rock band, they were so absorbed in making music and going from rock concert to rock concert, from city to city, and they were hanging out in the studio the whole day, they could not figure out that actually all our money is practically stolen by our manager. At the end of their career, they were more or less as poor as before, and then they realized, oh, our manager, he tricked us all these years. So this is the reality of life, that you actually, the more you have, the more fear you have, the The more wealth you have, the more fear is created. You are always living in fear that either thieves or some expert counselor will, or your family members, they will all take your money away, all your wealth away. So that is a very good lesson from the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. And tomorrow I will give you a short teaser what awaits you tomorrow. I read the verse. A man possessing intelligent discrimination should not, under any circumstances, try to exploit the beautiful form of a woman for his sense gratification. Just as an elephant trying to enjoy a she-elephant is killed by other bull elephants also enjoying her company, one trying to enjoy a lady's company can at any moment be killed by her other lovers who are stronger than he. So, quite intense verse for tomorrow. So please stay tuned. I upload all these sessions on my YouTube channel, Krishna West in Germany. Please check it out and subscribe if you like. And then see you hopefully tomorrow. Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.